Lord Morgan. Oh, no, that is finally your camera's on. You might want to turn it off. Might drain the battery.
I like this, I like this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of cool. Like a little purse. This changed my life. I know it's all you need, right? Even your credit cards can go on your phone.
And your credit card, driver's license and
Yeah.
health thing.
Yeah.
And like, no more bags,
Uh-huh.
no more looking for the.
What
phone
about your
because this
keys?
thing-
Do you have a key in your pocket?
Yeah, but you could attach here too.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And there is an attachment for the AirPods.
Oh, really? Oh,
The
wow.
special.
Oh, wow.
Thing, like insane, like, it's good, right? It's leather.
Yeah.
Pricey, but it's
Worth it.
yeah, horse. Sometimes we have to throw
Oh,
it.
sure.
Good.
Easy travel?
Okay. Well, how's the temperature feeling? Now the floor is set to 72 at all times, so it'll be a little warmer. You can also use this because the thing is, we only have the radiant heat floor. There's no, you're not heating the air, right? We don't heat the air, we heat the body. You can use it, but it's not on right now. It's not needed. Are you cold? Yes. Yeah, yeah. Well, because the heat stopped working last night. So, yeah, no, night before last. So you have to, in order to turn this on, you have to push it. Look here, just in case you need it. You push here very hard and then it goes on. To turn it off, see how you go like this until it's off.
Yes, this was nice, comfortable.
No, it's the room. Oh, no, no, yeah. But we can also turn it up a notch if anybody needs. No. Yeah. 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 That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. I know. Uh-huh. No, it's just us and Morgie on Zoom. So that's it. So we'll cross at the center of the shins, lift and roll the front thighs in, broaden the backs of the thighs, right at the top by the pelvic floor, broaden the pelvic floor, roll to the forward edge of the sitting bones, drawing the sacrum in and up, release the thighs down. Continue to lift all the way up through the central channel through the top of the head. So it's an effortless lift of your torso. And then bring your hands on the ground, fingertips or on your support. And not to lean back, but press your fingertips down, release your thighs down. And then rooting the outer hips and thighs down, lift the sides of the body up, outer hips to armpits. And then find that reverse C in the armpit chest, back to front of the armpit up, inner edge of the shoulder blades down. Bring your hands on your back, firm your shoulder blades onto your back. So the top edge of the shoulder blades broaden. And then the outer edge of the shoulder blades along with the upper arms move back. And the inner edge moves forward, hands on the thighs. Yeah. Take the tailbone forward a little bit towards the pubis and lift the pelvic floor. Not so much to roll your hips back. So you don't need to do that. In fact, you need to do the opposite more and more. Yeah. You could take it a little higher, you really could. I know. You need another blanket. Yeah. Try that. Yeah, that's good. Don't fall. Yes, better. See how the legs are coming down a bit more? Yeah, roll the thighs again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. And then for you, Ina, so when you take the tailbone forward towards the pubis, for you, your hips roll back. So you don't want that. You want to draw the sacrum in and up. For me and some of the others, it's too much. So then you have to take the tailbone forward, but not you. You have to draw it in. Stay there and breathe. Yeah, that much for you. Okay. So that's why you have to find that right sweet spot, right? So that you're not rolling back or too much forward, but in the center. Okay. And then lift the base of the skull up off the top of the neck, draw the chin down, widen the diaphragm a little, because my tendency is to shove the ribs forward. Some of us have that tendency, right? Lower front ribs. So you take the lower front ribs to the lower back ribs, and then you lift the lower back ribs up off the top rim of the sacrum so that you're not shortening your lower back here, but lengthening the space between the back ribs and the top of the sacrum. Upper arms, bones back, chest forward. Yes, Faina. Yes, more. Yeah. Yes, better. Pull your hands back more. Yes. Now your elbows are more alongside under your shoulders, and lift the armpit chest up. Shoulders down. Yeah, and shoulders. Keep that lift and drop the shoulders down. Just drop them. Not forward, but down. Yeah, better. Okay, good. Now see if you can maintain that. Open the chest. Let your eyes look down. Soften your eyes. You can close your eyes if you like and observe your breath. So observe the breath in the tips of the nostrils. And in the nasal passages, observe the swirling of the hair in the nose, which is when you slow the breath down, it's telling your nervous system that you're coming out of fight, flight, and into rest and digest. Open the back of the nasal passages in the back of the throat as if you're smelling something delicious. And let the air hit the back of the throat easily. Observe the breath as it moves down the windpipe in the throat, into the chest cavity, and then out into your lungs, right and left. Follow the breath. Let the inhale be 5 seconds and the exhale 7 seconds as you're able. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. And when you inhale, imagine the breath shooting up to the back of as high as you can up into the sinuses, sinus cavity. And as you exhale, imagine there's a feather under your nose that you don't want to flutter. Make the breath soft and easy, but slow and long. And let the breath permeate your whole being with energy, life force, prana, light, like a multifaceted diamond shining and reflecting in all directions. Now bring your hands to Namaste, prayer position. Bring the fingers together, base of the thumb at the wrist to the base of the sternum, and lift the sternum bottom to top. Press the thumbs firmly in, fingers up. Lift the upper arm bones a little bit, roll them back, and from the shoulder blades once again on the back, and reset the bandhas. Tail forward, sides of the waist back. And we'll chant Om together and call and response. Actually, let's do the chant all together. Okay, inhale deeply. Om. Sahana vavatu, sahana bunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath and lift your heart, open your heart. Roll the upper arm bones back from the shoulder blades on the back, mid back core engaged. Take the bandhas, tail forward, pelvic floor up, sides of the waist back. Release your hands down to your thighs and release your head over forward from the base of your neck, softening the front of your throat. Curl the tip of the chin in towards the notch at the clavicles. Jalandhara bandha, the throat seal, but make it soft, don't harden. So draw the trachea, the windpipe, at the front of your throat towards the back of your neck. Draw the sides of the throat towards the back of your neck as you release the muscles at the back of the neck, tops of the shoulders, base of the skull. Maintain the lift of the center and side body as you release the head down. Just like in shoulder stand, bridge, plow. Close your eyes and let the energy from your brain, eyes, and other senses drain out of the head and moisten your heart. And expand the heart in the back of the body, the sides, as well as the front. Come into your body completely. And then with your eyes closed, curl the back of the head up, back of the neck, and level the ears over the shoulders. Relax the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, root down into the hips. Maintain the open heart in the front, sides, and back. With your eyes closed, you raise the gaze to the horizon and then take the eyes to the back of the head so there's less pressure on the eyelids. And drop down again into the heart center and stay there. And then let your eyes open and go ahead and extend your legs. And then you're going to come into Shavasana. And when you lie down, make sure you have that space behind you to extend your arms overhead and not touch the wall behind. And then arms out to the side, palms up, feet fall apart, legs release. Take a few breaths and observe your body in anatomical neutral with no judgment. This is not about judging or trying to be perfect, but about being curious and noticing. And then being curious about how you might be able to release holding on and soften, starting at the surface of the body, the skin, and then to the superficial fascia under the skin, and then to the fascia or connective tissue that covers all the muscles, tendons, ligaments, bones, blood vessels, arteries, nerves, lymphatic system, the entire body, all the organs covered in connective tissue that gets tight. Organs get stuck up under the ribs and so on. To spread the flesh, soften the muscles, release their grips on the bones, create space in the joints. There's a lot of joints. The big ones, hips, shoulders, knees, elbows, ankles, wrists, and so on. Also fingers and toes, spinal cord, spinal column rather, even in the brain, even in the skull, and in the rib cage. So access your sense of space, ether, akasha in Sanskrit, and enjoy that space. Now roll your legs in, firming up your leg muscles, and bring your legs all the way together for Tadagi Mudra. Bring your arms along your sides, turn your palms down. You can adjust your shoulder blades and so on, hips, whatever you need to do. Extend the front of your ankles so your toes point a little without hardening the soles of your feet or your toes. Firm around your kneecaps, especially the inner knees. Draw the inner knees firmly down towards the mat. Curl the tailbone a little towards the pubis, so the lower belly comes towards the spine. Firm your arm muscles. Elongate the back of the neck softly. Firm the arms and legs. Exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, take your strong, firm arms up over your head, keeping your arms shoulder width apart or wider. Rest the back of the hands on the ground or on your support. Be here and breathe. Use your legs to pull your hips a little further from your ribs so you have a little more length. You'll feel that at the skin level, a little more opening. Use your arms to take the ribs a little further away from the hips. Long, slow breaths. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 7. Softly inhaling for 5. Softly exhaling for 7. Remember when you're inhaling that you're trying to hit the top of the sinuses, sinus cavity. When you exhale, try not to ruffle the feather. Let your chin come down a little. Firm the waist, firm the arms, and firm the legs, and especially the elbows and knees. And then as you exhale, press the lower back more down. And as you inhale, raise your arms up and take your arms down along your sides. Bend your knees one by one. Bring your feet flat, hip width apart. Or Dvipada Pitam, 2-footed stool like bridge. Turn your palms to face in towards each other. Lift one shoulder at a time and roll your shoulders underneath you. So your shoulder blades scoot together over your spine. So there's a gentle curve in your whole back. Exhale, draw the lower belly in towards the spine. Press into the inner feet and the outer edge of the upper arms. As you inhale, lift your hips a little and release the muscles at the back of your neck. Soften the front of your throat. Don't look up towards your forehead. Look down towards your heart. Lift only comfortably. And be here and breathe that long, thin breath, easy breath. Roll to the inner feet. Find your outer hips and move those towards your outer knees. Find your inner knees and move those towards the inner thighs. Observe the hamstrings engaging and drawing them in towards the sit bones. Take the sitting bones towards the backs of the knees. Elongate the lower back. Now, as you come down, keep your hips up and lay your spine down, top to bottom, vertebra by vertebra. One link at a time, like a chain necklace. Observe which ones are a little sticky. So you take a little more time there to see if you can unstick them. Elongate the lower back. And then when you're ready, you release your hips and let your hips roll forward into their neutral forward tilt, where there's a small curve in the lower back. You can adjust your feet as needed. So you want your feet close enough to your buttocks that when you come up, your knees end up over your heels. You can adjust the shoulders a little more under. Arms are very close to the body, even touching the sides of the body. Fingers are firm. Press the outer edge of the upper arms down and observe how that lifts your chest more. It's like pulling your arms down when we stand to lift the chest. Press into the inner feet as you exhale. And when you press into the inner feet, observe how the knees pull in a little bit instead of slaying out. Exhale, draw the lower belly towards the spine to protect your lower back, and the knees will pull in even a little more. And then pressing into the feet, come up on your inhale, releasing the muscles at the back of the neck as you lift up. So the neck gets long, front of the throat soft, like we did in the beginning of class. Jalandhara Bandha, the throat seal. But it's soft. The front of the neck is soft. The neck is all peaceful. Once again, outer hips to outer knees, inner knees draw up to the inner thighs, hamstrings to sitting bones, and then sitting bones to hamstrings. Press into the heels if you'd like to lift a little higher towards the tops of your shoulders. Long, thin breath. Now coming down, widen your pelvic floor, ungrip the lower part of your buttocks, and then allow your inner thighs to totally release, especially right at the tops of the thighs, and slowly release your hips down without hardening your lower back. Pause and breathe. Again, you can adjust your feet, maybe a little closer to the buttocks. Keep the feet about sit bone or hip width distance apart and parallel. You can roll the shoulders under. We'll do one more time. So press the outer edge of the upper arm down at the deltoid, the very top of the upper arm. That's right by the armpit chest. Lift the armpit chest as you do that. And you'll feel that curve in your whole spine. No part of the spine is touching, just the tailbone and then the back of the head. Roll to the inner feet, firm the lower belly towards the spine. Feel the knees draw in a little. Press into the inner feet, outer edge of the upper arm, and slowly rise up again. releasing the muscles at the back of the neck and the base of the skull. And you can adjust your shoulders if you like and press a little bit more into the heels to lift a little higher. Keep taking the hamstrings to the sitting bones to the backs of the knees. So you close that sandwich, just like when you're coming up from a forward bend. Sitting bones and top of the hamstrings are firm and engaged. And that's where you lift from the tailbone, lift up. And then now take a long, thin breath, relaxing the muscles at the back of the neck and soften the front of the throat. Coming down, you can either lay your spine down vertebra by vertebra, or you can widen the pelvic floor, release the buttocks, and slowly lower the hips down like an anchor without hardening the lower back. So whichever method works best for you. And then let the hips release totally into their neutral position. So then we go right into Nabi Darshanam. Turn the palms down, lift the shoulders up. So now you're broadening the shoulder blades apart from each other, away from the spine. Roll the shoulders towards each other at the front of your chest. So the upper arms are off the ground, just the hands are on the ground. Roll your hips back, so your tailbone and sitting bones curl up, and you press the lower back down. Exhale all the air out, collapse the chest and ribs, and curl the head and shoulders up and look at your belly button. Nabi Darshanam, palms are flat. So your whole front body is squeezing and you release the muscles at the back so that you can come up. Nabi is navel, Darshanam is gaze. So look to the belly button. Tailbone is up also. Yeah, lift your tail. So you don't lift your hips up, just your tailbone. Your lower back is down. Well, your hips come up, but not by pushing into your feet, right? Yeah. And then slowly release. The head and shoulders, turn the palms up and extend the legs one by one and rest in Shavasana, corpse pose, for a few breaths and observe if there's any changes from the first Shavasana. And let go of holding on. We just engaged the front body. Let that go now. And it's Pavana Muktasana. Pavana is another name for wind or vayu or prana or air. So we exhaling and deflating the air out of the body in order to compress the leg into the chest. So firm your legs, roll your legs in towards each other, bring your legs together. We come, bring your arms along your sides, palms down. And then bend your knees up one by one and bring your feet flat and feet together, if that's easy enough for you. And then roll your hips back. Press your lower back down. So not by pushing into your feet, but by engaging your abdomen and releasing your buttocks and lower back. Pull your tailbone up. Now raise your right foot up, interlace your fingers and bring your hand on your shin just below your knee. Flex your right foot. Let your right leg fall forward and then press it into your firmly interlaced fingers. So it's kind of like a myofascial pull on your arms. So you're resisting by firmly interlacing your fingers as you push your shin forward and roll your hips back. Press your lower back down. Feel how your left foot gets light, lifted about an inch or two off the mat, and then float it out on the mat, extending the front of the leg as you lower it down. So extend the front of the crease of the groin, firm the kneecap, extend the top of the foot. Take a breath, and then as you exhale, relax your right leg, relax your arms, relax the crease of the groin, relax the buttocks and the lower back, and let your leg fall in to your abdomen instead of pulling it in with your arm. Let the back of your neck lengthen. Let the top of your hip on the right side release away from the lower back, and let your sitting bone on the right side curl up along the back of the thigh towards the back of the knee. You can slide your hand a little bit more towards the center of the shin if you like to give it a little bit more compression, and draw the knee up towards the chest. As you extend the left leg, feel that skin coming taut on the groin and so on of the left leg. Press the whole back of the left leg down as you're able. Flex the right foot. Exhale all the air out. Roll the shoulders up. Sink the ribs, the lower ribs, and then curl your head and shoulders up off the mat. Chin, nose, or forehead towards your knee. And breathe here. So the breath is shallow, moving into your upper back and chest. Left foot points. Extend the front of your left leg. Firm your knee and press the back of the left leg down. Right foot flexes. And then inhale, release your head and shoulders down. Exhale, let your right leg fall forward until it pulls the skin and flesh on your arm and your arms straighten. Roll your hips back as much as you can, pressing the lower back down. You'll feel the left foot get light. Raise it off the ground an inch or two and then float it back. Place the left foot down, knee is bent. Place the right foot down next to the left. We'll do that on the other side. Left, roll your hips back, press your lower back down, and then lift your left leg up. With your hands interlaced just below your shin, flex your left foot. Keeping your lower back pressed down and your middle back. Really curl the tailbone and sitting bones up by pressing the back down and hollowing the abdomen. Let your left leg float forward. Press it into your arms till you feel the skin and flesh pull and the bones resisting with your arms. Press the back down firmly. Feel how the right foot gets light. Float the right leg out on the mat, extending the front of the right leg and ankle without hardening the sole of the foot or the toes. Extend and lengthen. So you feel the crease of the groin and all the muscles and skin on the front of the leg extending. Press the back of the leg down. As you exhale, release the crease of your left groin, release the buttock, and release your arms and let your left leg just fall into your abdomen. Don't pull it in with your arms. See what you can let go of holding on to. So let your hips roll back, especially on the left side, so that the top of your hip on the left side rolls towards the mat and the sitting bone curls up along the back of the thigh towards the back of the knee as you press the inside of the right leg down at the crease of the groin and knee and so on. You can slide your hands a little down towards the center of the shin to further compress and get the air out of the abdomen. And the leg, like deflate the leg. Roll the inner right thigh down, point the foot, flex the left foot. Exhale all the air out, roll the shoulders up towards the ceiling, sink the lower front ribs down, and then curl your head and shoulders up off the mat, bringing your chin, nose, or forehead towards your knee. Extend the front of your right leg, firm the right knee, press the back of the right leg down. And then inhale, release your head and shoulders. As you exhale, let your left leg fall forward, press it into your arms till your arms lengthen. Roll your hips back, press your lower back down. Feel your right foot get light, float your right leg back, place the right foot down with the knee bent, place the left foot down, extend the arms, extend the legs, and rest in Shavasana. And reassess. So then we go back to Tadagi Mudra for Supta Vajrasana. Roll the inner thighs down so the toes point up and bring the legs together. Extend the front of the legs and the front of the ankles. Firm the inner knees especially. Press the inner knees down. Take the tail towards the pubis. Bring your arms along your sides, palms down. You can adjust your shoulder blades. Elbows can be off the ground. From the elbows, from the knees, sink the waist at the lower belly. Inhale, raise the arms up over your head. Tadagi Mudra. Reach the arms, lift the ribs away from the hips, reach the legs, pull the hips away from the ribs. Feel that length in the waist. Be here for a few breaths, rolling the top of your hips back, curl the tailbone up, press the lower back down. Sink the sides of the waist down, and now press the upper back down and also the lower front ribs towards the lower back ribs. Now you bend your knees up one by one or together and cross the feet at the ankles. Hook the feet, flexing the feet, pull the knees apart. And also toward the sides of your body, Supta Vajrasana. Be here and breathe. Knees further apart if you can, Vaina. Yeah, further apart. Pull at your, yeah. So when you pull the knees apart, you'll feel a widening in your pelvic floor. Yeah. Knees apart. Yeah, good. And, oh, that one's tight. Okay. And a little bit towards the sides of your body. Yeah. Knees apart. and a little bit towards the sides of your body. So you're engaging your front body. Elbows straight. Pay attention. Yeah, pay attention at the elbows. You can go wider with your arms if that's better for you. Good. Okay, now change the cross of your feet and repeat. Pull the knees apart and up towards the armpits, keeping the lower back down. But your sitting bones and tailbone can curl up any amount. Just the lower back down. Find your lower front ribs and sink those down as well. Maybe curl your hips up even a little bit more. And then inhale, raise your arms up, wrap your arms around your legs, hug your knees into the sides of your body, relax your feet. Let the back of your neck lengthen, deflate your legs, relax your feet, point your feet, don't flex. Yeah, yes, soften your feet. Yes, that's it. Yes, let your lower back release, deflate your buttocks and your thighs. Good, yes. And then to come up, just stay with your feet like this and exhale all the air out, sink your lower front ribs to your lower back ribs, roll your shoulders up towards each other in the front of the body and curl your head and shoulders off the mat. You're like a little ball, head up. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then you just lift the feet and curl up. Yeah. So the more you engage here, the more you release here, the easier it is to come up. There's a lot of long hairs on here that are just grossing me out. Okay. I'll get those in a minute. I don't know whose those are. So then you can come up with your legs crossed or uncrossed. So if you can try this, you tuck your feet and then pull your arms forward. You can have your arms facing each other or the floor, right? But you use that momentum to do it a few times. Okay, good. Now let me just get rid of these. And then we're going to do our 5 directions of the spine. Okay. So stand with your feet together, Samasthiti, firm your arms and legs, which means really your knees and elbows. That's the biggest joint, but also your fingers extending down from your elbow joints. Pull your arms down and your fingers. Each finger is extending and the thumbs are right along the side. So they're not going this way, but down. Yeah. So just like when in bridge, in Dvipada we were pushing the outer edge of the upper arm down to lift the chest. Here, we're pulling the arms straight down to lift the sides up, chest up. Firm the knees, firm the knee skin all around. Soft thighs. Good. Now, inhale, raise your right arm forward and up. Exhale there, give a more strong pelvic tuck. Firm your knees, firm your left arm, pull it down. Lift your right arm, pull them apart from each other. Inhale, lift and get more length on the right side. And then exhale, slide the left arm a little bit down, lift the chest, look straight ahead and breathe. Breathe into your right side ribs. You can push the ribs a little more out and up towards the ceiling. Good. And then inhale, reach up, and exhale, take the arm out to the side, turn the palm down. Refirm the elbows and knees, arms and legs and torso. Inhale the left arm forward and up. Exhale, pelvic tuck. And pull your right arm down, left arm up. Inhale, get more length on your left side, and then exhale, slide your right arm down. Breathe into your left side ribs. Keep the lift of the chest, look straight ahead. You can push the left ribs a little more out to the side and up, if that's comfortable for your back. And then you inhale, reach up, and exhale, arm out to the side and turn the palm down. Firm elbows, knees, firm waist, soft eyes, gaze, jaw, tongue, teeth, throat. Ardha Kati, that was Kati Chakrasana. Inhale, raise your arms up. Okay, now, Miriam, your left arm more back. Yeah, so you're doing this. Yeah, there you go. Left arm more back. Yes. Now, take a strong pelvic tuck. Yes. Firm your knees. Yeah. Shoulders down, elbows up, and spread from the center of your chest to the thumb side of your hand, and from the center of your upper back and shoulder blade spread to the pinky side of the hand. Take a breath. Exhale, bend your right elbow and bring it under your left collarbone. Inhale, you turn to your left. Turn your head and look at the left hand. So don't overturn. You should be able to look at your left hand. Pull your left hip just enough forward so your hips are more neutral. Yep, and breathe. Look back at your hand behind you. Keep that gaze. And breathe into your left chest. Feel the ribs moving there as you breathe. Feel the chest moving as you breathe. Okay, now inhale, you open your right arm out to come back to the center, and exhale, bend your left elbow. Bring your hand under your right collarbone. Inhale, turn to your right, look back at your right hand. Don't go more than you can look back. And then pull your right hip a little forward so your hips are more neutral. Pull your right hip more forward, finding a left hip back. More. Don't turn so much. Drop the right shoulder down quite a bit. Yes. Turn your head and look back there. Breathe into your right chest, left hand. Good. And then inhale, open your left arm out to the side to come back to the center, and exhale, lower your arms down. And then Ardha Chakrasana, hand on the hips. So the heel of the hand is on the top of the hip, fingers point down. Now, firm your knees and thighs a lot, any amount. Pull your tailbone way forward, strong pelvic tuck. Push your hips forward over your toes. Even more from your tailbone, Susan. Even more. Yes, push your hips forward. Yeah, there you go. So you're on your toes more. Now, keep the tailbone forward. Lift the side of the body, lift the center of the body. You can roll the shoulders back a little. And then once you get to the top, you can choose to take your head back or not. Be there and breathe. If you can push your hips more forward, Susan, that would be good. Tailbone, yes, and chest up. Any amount, chest up. Lift the chin up a little. Lift the eyes up. Yes, that's good. Is that okay? Yeah. Good. Now coming out, you inhale and push your hips back, lift your chest up, and extend your arms down to your sides again. Good. So you're thinking of opening the front of the body, and it starts from here, right? That. Yeah. Well, you did start that way, but then you end up back here. Yeah. Remember those ropes, sun salutations? That really, we'll have to do that again sometime. Those are good. Strong. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll do Urdhva Hastasana. So firm your knees a lot, at your inner knees especially. Grip your knees, kneecaps. That's your quadriceps at the bottom, right? And then firm your thighs and curl your tail under. So you have that pelvic tuck, but lift the center and the side body. Don't sink. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms down. Now, take your head down. Look towards your hands. Good. Keep your chin down. Firm your waist, strong pelvic tuck. And keeping your head down, slowly take your arms forward and up. Keep your chin down. Turn your pinkies more back, thumbs more forward, palms more flat towards the ceiling. And then wrap your triceps around towards your ears, broadening the tops of the shoulders a little. Firm your elbow joints and lift your arms and ribs up. Keep looking down, shift your weight a little forward, firm your thighs and knees a lot, and then lift your heels maybe an inch off the ground. Try to keep the inner feet together if you can. You don't have to lift very high. Strengthening the arches. Breathe. Firm the triceps. Tail forward. Firm thighs. Roll the tops of the feet towards each other, outer ankles to inner ankles. Firm the triceps. Now, find your lower front ribs and softly draw them back. So it's like a little forward bend there. Undo your fingers and slowly lower your arms and your heels at the same time. Good. Yes. Yeah, that's new. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching these tapes of Eddie, and it was something he, recently I heard him say, and I like that. Yeah, it's helpful for your balance, right? But you don't have to like really pull your chin in, it's just don't do this, right? Or like a little bit looking down. That's good, helpful. Okay. And then Ardha Uttanasana. So firm arms. So you want to keep your arms sort of touching almost the sides of your buttocks. So a little more forward, with your arms there. Yeah, so you can feel. So when you go, you don't want your arms really high. You want to keep them there. Palms face back here. Turn your palms back. And from your elbow joints, pull down. Straighten your elbows. Yes. Roll the upper arms back, but turn the forearms the other way. So the palms face back. Firm your knees and thighs. Little pelvic tuck. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, maintain the lift of the chest and observe the hollowing of the abdomen. Tailbone forward. Yes. Inhale, once again, lift the chest. Now, as you exhale, you push your buttocks back and you lift your buttocks up a little. So you stick your butt out, right? Go as far as you can go comfortably, keeping the lift of the chest and the chin. Yeah, and breathe. Shift it a little bit more towards the toes. Firm the upper back muscles. Firm your elbows. And then inhale, you come up and turn your palms to face in. Good. And exhale. Good. Okay. So that's the 5 directions of the spine. Now we'll do some sun salutations. Okay. I'm going to move a little this way, playing it because I'm right in front of you and I don't want to bonk you, although I probably won't, but yeah. Okay. So when you come to the front of the mat, leave a little space, like 12 inches or 18 inches in front. Okay. And bring your feet together and your arms. Firm your body. So you want to engage, especially around the joints. Okay. So you want to be able to bend them, but you also want to be able to straighten them and engage them. So pay close attention to the knees and the elbows being firm. Yes. Very good, Susan. Look at Susan. She's doing it. Looking good. Real good. Yeah. Good. Good. Margie, roll the upper arm bones back just a little more. Yes. There you go. Yeah. Good. Okay. And then inner groins back as you bring the tailbone forward. So not to push the inner thighs forward. Lift the side and center of the body up. Miriam, any amount, lift your torso up, not from your shoulders. So I know. Yeah. Yeah. So just keep your arms down, pulling down and lift here. Not your shoulders. Shoulders drop. Yes. It's there. Yes. Center and sides. Yes. Suck the belly in towards the spine. Yes. Without shortening. Maintain the lift of the ribs. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. So now inhale, you take your arms forward and up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, you take your arms out to the side, turn your palms back, and you come to Ardha Uttanasana. Touch the sides of the body so you know where you're, and look forward. Yeah. Lean forward towards your toes. Inhale, you lift your heels up as you come into that squat. You can either come to your fingertips or palms flat. And then exhale, you're going to lift your hips and step or jump back to downward facing dog. Now, wrap your triceps around towards each other and firm your elbow joints in and up. Press flat palms down and forward into the fingers. Lift the kneecaps up, inner and outer, and the tops of the kneecaps. Firm the thigh muscles. Lift the hips up and pull the hips back with the legs. Breathe. Yeah, here. Okay, firm. Yes. Here's the important part. Here, 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 here. Legs firm. Draw the thigh. Yes, now we're getting there. Yes. Don't worry about the heels down. Worry about this and back. Yeah. So now you shift your weight forward, look between your hands and step or jump into that squat. So your heels don't have to be too lifted and your feet can be together or not, as is best for you. Head up, take your arms back, roll your shoulders back. You can drop down a little and then exhale, you unfold your legs, Ardha Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana. Yeah. Good. Head up a little, Susan. Yes. And Miriam, head up if you can. Yes. There you go. Good. And then inhale, you turn your palms as you come up. Reach your arms up. Now, if it makes you dizzy to look up, don't. Just look straight ahead. Yeah. Now, if your elbows are bending to get your arms together, yeah. So just keep your arms shoulder width is better for you. Yeah. And take your thumbs up along with your fingers and let your shoulder blades and collarbones lift up with your arm and then just soften a little. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then exhale, lower your arms. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. We all have our bits, not to worry. We all have our bits, right? So that don't move well or whatever, and that's fine. Okay. So we repeat, firm your arms and legs. Inhale, take your arms up. If it's comfortable, you can draw the sides of the throat back and then lift the upper back and chest, leaning back a little, palms together, only if the arms are straight. Exhale, swan dive, turn the arms, buttocks back, chest, chin forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting the heels, you bring your weight onto your hands, and then exhale, you step or jump back into down dog and breathe. Yeah, firm your kneecaps. Lift your thighs up. Even as the heels start to descend, and you separate the upper and lower legs. Inner groins back, outer hips back. Triceps roll in. Head release down. Sides of the waist float up and back. Now coming forward, you lift your head, look between your hands, and step or jump your feet into that low squat. Come to the fingertips because we're going to come up. Take the arms back. You can lean a little forward as you lower your heels, chest, chin forward. Exhaling. And then inhaling, you turn your arms, reach up, looking up or straight ahead. And then exhale, lower your arms. So keep your knees straight there too. Knees straight. Yeah, knees. That's right. Makes a big difference. Okay. So instead of coming forward on the toes and leaning back, keep straight. Okay. And again, inhale. You can, if you lean back, it's not the whole body, right? The hips stay here in Tadasana. It's just the upper body. Okay. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Head up. Yes. Inhale, that low squat, the squat. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Firm your elbows, wrap your triceps around, press down into your hands, forward into your fingers. Lift your thighs up as you root the heels down and use the legs to pull the hips away from the ribs. Then to come up, you shift your weight forward, look between your hands and step or jump. Come to your fingertips, extend your arms. You can get a little low here, but lift your head up, unfold your legs. Head up, head up, head up, head up. Head up more, Faina. Chest up. Look forward. Shoulder. Yes. Upper back is engaged. Good. And then inhale, you turn your arms and reach up. Yes. But don't bring your hands together. So for you, when you come up, don't think about hands together. Think about elbows firm. Yeah. Just ask my vet. What's his name? Mark Levine. He had both shoulders replaced. And he told me, my physical therapist, he says the exact same thing that you said to me. Straight elbows, straight elbows, straight elbows. Yeah. He never did manage straight elbows, but just thinking about this gripping of this joint here. That's it. Okay. When you're in this pose, not all the time, but just when you're doing the asana. Okay. Let's do the second type of sun salutation. So turn your palms back. Yeah, that's right. Firm your thighs, firm your waist. And then you start to take your arms forward, shift your weight forward. You don't have to raise very high, but raise your heels up. Now, as you exhale, you're going to lower your arms to parallel to the ground and sit on your heels, drawing your knees a little forward. Your heels will come up a little more, shoulders back over your hips. Inhale, you take your hands down. Now, you're going to jump or step into a high plank this time. Okay, firm. Lift up between your shoulder blades. Lift your thighs up. Lift your shoulder blade. No, up between your shoulder blades, Susan. Up. Yes, ribs up. Yes, there. That's the position. Okay, and then you exhale and bend your elbows and slowly lower yourself down. Okay, tuck your chin. Of course, you can lower your knees. You can do whatever you need to do. Okay, tuck your chin and forehead down. Yes. Pull your hands back so they're sort of under your armpits. Point your feet. Pose of surrender. Breathe here. Curl your toes under. Firm your thighs and knees up. Press your tailbone a little down. Lift your head and shoulders up a little. Firm your elbows in. Firm your thighs. And then exhale, you push up, lifting your buttocks into down dog and breathe. Thank you. Good. Now, shift your weight forward. Now, when you jump, you're going to jump to that sitting on your heels, low squat. So you can come to your fingertips to adjust. Pull your knees a little forward, draw your shoulders back. Your heels will come up quite high if you can do that. If not, just do what you can do comfortably. Then you sort of drop back a little. Your heels are maybe an inch off the ground as you come up. Then you exhale, lower your arms and heels at the same time. Good. So that's very good for your proprioception. Of course, it strengthens your soles, arches of your feet and toes and feet, which is, the whole body's resting down there. So come a little forward, Miriam. That's too far back. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay. Now again, palms back, firm waist, firm legs and arms. Inhale. As you take your arms up, you lift your heels up. Just like an inch. You don't have to go too high. Exhale, you start to sit on your heels, right? Arms parallel to the ground. Knees forward, shoulders a little back. Inhale, you take your hands down. Exhale, you step or jump back to high plank. Lift up. High plank. Yes. Yeah, lift between the shoulder blades. Yes. Exhale. You slowly lower down and tuck your chin. Good. Point your feet. Pull the hands back so they're under your armpits and shoulders. And breathe. Surrender. Now curl the toes under, firm the thighs and knees up, and tail to the pubis, pressing the pubis down a little. Lift the head and shoulders up a little bit. From the elbows in, firm the waist and thighs, and exhale. And lift your hips up into downward facing dog and breathe there. Yes, firm here. Yes. Open the backs of the knees. Yes. And take the outer hips back also. Yes. Good. Now shift your weight forward, look between your hands and step or jump your feet into what is called low utkatasana. Come to your fingertips, draw your knees forward. Good. Now you just drop your hips back a little, so your heels come down. Not all the way, like an inch down. Then you exhale, lower. Good. Okay, I think that's enough. Good. So now we'll do our standing poses. Margie, I'll switch with you. Okay, and you'll face this direction. So stand in the center of your mat in Samastitihi. Firm elbows, knees. Extended fingers. Lift the chest and the side body. Inner groin back, tailbone forward, slight pelvic tuck. Chin level. Good. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. You all right? Okay. Good. I like that. That's a good move. Okay. Then you step or jump. 3 meters apart, wrists over ankles, feet parallel. Exhale, hands to waist. No, 1 meter. 1 meter, not 3 meters. I'm thinking of 3 feet, 1 meter, 3.5. I don't know, whatever. 1 meter. Eddie always says 1 meter, and I think 3 feet. 3.5. Yeah. So firm your legs. As you're able, Miriam, take your heels out more. Heels out. Yeah. Right heel more out. Heel. Yes. So that the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Yes. Good. Now press into the outer feet. Lift the inner ankles to the inner knees to the inner thighs. And then outer hips to outer knees to outer feet. Firm the thigh muscle. Yeah. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you push the buttocks back, chest, chin forward like Ardha Uttanasana. Now bring your right hand onto your left leg. And when that happens, your right hip tends to sink. So pull your inner right thigh out to the side and back so your hips stay neutral. Extend your torso up and forward so you stay in between your hips and thighs. Roll your left shoulder back and look up as you're able. Yep. Tuck your chin more, Susan. Yes. Now roll your left shoulder, tuck your chin. Yes. And roll your shoulder back. Yes. Okay. Good. Now you can extend the top arm if you like. Yes. Good. Look towards the left, Miriam. Look the other way. Yes. There you go. Uh-huh. Good. Pull your right hip out to the side, 6 inches, Margie. Pull yes, like that. So hold the inside of the leg instead of now pull your head back towards your right leg. And shoulders more back towards your, yes, you're in between. You want to stay in between. Yes. You go higher up, Margie. Yes. And then go this way. Yes. So then just leave your hand on your hip. Yes. And roll your shoulder back. Top shoulder. Oh, now you're going too much to the right. Yes. Stay there. That's the middle. Now untwist, hands to hips and inhale, come up. Sorry to keep you long. So that's an important thing in your body. I have a similar thing on that side. Some people it's the left hip, right? And often it just goes anyway. You want me to do it again? Yeah, exactly. So when you do this, see what happens? This, and then I'm over this leg. So I have to go here and stay in the middle and lift up. And then
Sit down.
it's out. You don't want to go, I mean, you can go to here, okay, but that's not the, that's not the goal. The goal is to stay strong in your torso and legs and extended and even here as you can. Okay, so your side is definitely the right side. I'll look on the left, but for me, it's the right side too. Okay, so let us see. That's your right hip sinks in. Actually, my left hip sunk in. Anyway, okay. I think it happens in general to all of us, but just be mindful of it. Press into the outer feet, lift the inner, firm the leg, and tailbone a little forward. You have a pelvic tuck to begin. Chest up, inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to tilt the pelvis forward. So it's the opposite of a pelvic tuck. It's a strong pelvic tilt forward. Now you take the left hand to the thigh, extend the torso, and make sure you don't go over to the right, right? Pull the left hip out to the side, extend, roll the right shoulder back. Then maybe you can take the right arm up. Yeah, this side is much better, Margie. Yeah. You feel the difference? Yeah, it's like totally different. Yes, good. So Miriam, stay there. Take your whole body towards your right leg. Yes. Now extend your body to the middle of the room. Yes. Now take your right arm towards your face more, towards your ear. Yes. And open your chest more towards the right. Yes. Take your head towards the right, not the left. That way, towards your right hip. Yes. Staying in the middle. Yes. Okay. And then undo. Hands to hips. Firm waist and legs. Inhale, come up. Head up. Yeah. Exhale. So you were going this way, right? So I wanted you to go this way. So you stay in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Step together. Mastitihi. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's a strong pose, it's a kind of funny first pose to do. But I think what the reason is that it helps the back to do the other poses. So does it hurt your back? No. Okay. No, hamstring. Yeah, it's stable. It's stabilizing. Exactly. Yep. Okay. And then also that forward bend, half forward bend is very stabilizing because the hamstrings have to engage and stretch at the same time. So it's more stabilizing. Okay. Then step or jump again. Wrists over ankles. Bring your arms down. Bend and turn your right leg out. Left foot in a little, heel to heel. Let your left hip roll in a little. Arms down. Arms down. Take a breath. As you exhale, you slide your right arm down until it's like that's enough and stop there. Curl your right sitting bone under, roll your left hip back and roll your torso up towards the ceiling. Look up and then take your top arm up. Okay, if it's too much to look up, so look straight ahead or down. You don't have to look up. Breathe. Hip forward, right hip forward, head back. So your head and buttocks are in the same line. And then tuck your chin a little and turn to look up. Yes. Take your top arm more towards your ear, Miriam. Yes. Good. Now coming up, you slide your right arm up and let your left arm come down as you come up. Bend and turn. So again, you're trying to use your legs and torso more than your arms. Okay. Left leg out, right leg in, a little heel to heel or in step. Let your right hip turn in a little, really externally rotate the left leg. Turn the ribs to the side. Take a breath. Now, as you exhale, you have to roll that right hip down a little. So you can do that forward bend in the crease of the groin. Slide your left arm down. Curl your left sitting bone under, right? And then roll your right hip, abdomen, ribs, chest, torso, curl up towards the ceiling. Head back a little, tuck the chin, turn to look up, take your top arm up, breathe. Curl your left sitting bone under and bring it forward, Margie, any amount. Yep. Okay. So then if it's too much, bend your knee a little. See if that helps. Good. Bend your knee. No, doesn't help. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So don't go so low. Go higher up, higher, higher. There. That looks better. Much better. Yeah. Okay. And then inhale, come up. Okay. Because when you go low, you're doing something like this, right? And that's not beneficial. So you stay high and work on this this sitting bone coming forward, right? Yeah, okay. All right, come on up, Miriam. Good. Yeah, that's good. Yes, yeah, you can do, that's fine. As long as you don't hurt yourself. We tend to, that's when we can hurt ourselves is holding. It's also good, but it's also can be not good. So it depends on the person. Okay, so. Namastihi, and then it's Utthita Parshvakonasana. So about a foot wider. So it's more fingertips in line with the outer heels. Okay, let's keep the arms extending. Okay, from the center of the chest to the thumbs and the center of the upper back to the pinky side of the hand. Bend and turn, right leg out, left foot in a little, heel to heel or instep. Bend your right leg, externally rotate. Curl the sitting bone under, look to the right. And the left leg, press the inner left leg up to the bone, press into the outer left foot. And then as you exhale, looking to the right, get long on that right side, and just drop your fingertips down, top arm straight up, and breathe. And if that's too much, rest your form on your thigh, okay? And then curl that right sitting bone under, press the left thigh back, lean your whole body back into your leg, and then tuck your chin, Miriam, towards your chest a little, and then turn your head and look up. Good. That's it. Now, inhale, you come up, both arms, and straighten the leg and turn. Keep your arms palms down. Turn your legs and widen. Widen your arms and chest and upper back. Okay? Bend your left leg. Curl the left sitting bone under. Pull the knee back toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Firm the outer back leg, inner back leg. Press into the outer back foot. Look to the left. Take a breath. Exhale, you get long. And then you rest your arm is just lightly fingertips touching. For me, it's my fist because I have long arms. Yeah, on that side, resting is good, Margie. Top arm straight up. Or if you can't do that with your shoulder, you can just keep it down. That's fine. Breathe. Good. Can you get your arm a little, and shoulder a little more forward, Miriam, on this side? So instead of like get lower, rest your fingertips down. Yes, that's it. Yeah, good. Now, the right leg, strong right leg, come up. Yes, good. And then inhale, you come up, straightening. Yes, and then exhale, turn, step or jump, Samasthiti. Okay, breathe here, feet together. Then it's Prasarita Padottanasana, step or jump. Feet parallel. Wrists over ankles, then a teeny bit wider. Heels out more, especially the right leg. Good. Firm the knees, firm the inner thighs. Exhale, hands to hips. Check to see the feet are on the same distance front to back. Yep. Good. Root the outer legs down to the outer feet. Lift the inner feet up to the inner legs, to the inner groin. Lift the pubic up. Tailbone forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you move your buttocks back. Roll your inner thighs back. Stick your butt out. Head up. Look forward. Push your buttocks back as you take your chest chin forward. Yes, lower, Miriam, if you can. Lower, 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 lower. Fingertips down. So now you should stay there and breathe. Head up. Chin, chest forward, shoulders back, buttocks back, sides of the body forward. Keep the hips more or less over the ankles. And then exhale and come down. You can walk the hands back, spread the palms, release the head and shoulders down. Lift the shoulders up, sorry, release the head down. Good. Be there and breathe. And bend the knees if you need to, that's fine. Okay, when you bend the knees, see if you can drop your buttocks down, Susan, like a squat. Now stay there, widen your knees any amount. Wider, wider, wider. Go as wide as you can. Wider. Not your feet, just your knees. Yeah. Now slowly release the head down. Good. And slowly work on opening the backs of the legs. Yes. Good. Good. So you can go a little further back. Yeah. Okay. So you, instead of elbows out here, keep the elbow over the wrist and press forward into the fingers.
Somehow.
Yeah. Keep, it's like a chaturanga. If you can go back more, go back more. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay. Then you work on straight legs. Yes. Good. Shoulders up as you take the head down. And torso. Yes. Good. Okay. Now inhale, you come up, straight arms, come to your fingertips, straight legs if you're able. If not, keep the knees bent. Look up. Don't take your, yes, head up, yes. Firm thighs, firm waist, hands to hips, head up, shoulders up. Inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, step the legs together, not with the heel or jump. Good. Okay. Parsvottanasana. Okay. Step or jump. Hands to the hips. Turn your right leg out, left leg in, heel to heel or heel to instep. Turn to face the orange wall. Step your back foot more towards Susan and closer this way. Turn the back heel a lot more. Yeah, bring that hip around. Yes, outer right knee to outer right hip. Good. Okay. Now your front leg can bend any amount, back leg straight. So you lift the kneecap, lift the head of the shin bone up off the top of that foot, press back into that outer heel and outer foot. So if this is for your back bends, stretches the front of this back leg. Okay. Now, from your outer hips, from your waist, press into your inner front foot, outer back foot. Inhale, take your arms forward and up. If it's comfortable, you can look up, palms together. Exhale, you take your arms out to the side, turning your palms, swan diving. As you come down, outer right knee to outer right hip, let the left hip come forward just enough so your hips are level and your arms straight back like Ardha Uttanasana. Then you have to shift and turn so your abdomen comes over your right thigh. Hold your right wrist. Exhale, and as you come down, push into your inner front foot to get more weight in your back leg. Outer right knee to outer right hip as you release your head down. Yep, bend your front leg until your forehead touches your shin. Yes. Then you slowly press into the inner front foot, outer right knee to outer. No, don't come up. Don't come up, stay down. Come on, Faina, straighten the leg. Yeah, stay down. Yes, there you go, good. Now coming up, you press into the inner front foot, outer back foot, and uncurl your gaze. Head up first, head, eyes up. Let me see your eyeballs. Chin up, chest up. Yes, undo your arms. Inhale, you turn your palms, reach up, palms together. Exhale, lower your arms, just like in sun salutation. Yep. So now you're gonna turn to the rope wall. Turn the other way. Yep. And adjust your feet so it's not too wide, a little narrower. Yeah. Because this is about stability. Okay. So you've got to use your strength. So you strongly lift the head of the shin bone up and press back. So the lower leg turns a little bit out, even as the upper leg turns in. Find that sweet spot. Now press into the outer back foot. Press back. Yes. Strong back leg. Front leg can bend a little, or any amount, actually. Okay. So then firm your waist. Firm your hips. Turn your hips more, Margie. Yeah. Firm your waist and inhale, take your arms up. If you can, you take your head up and back. Exhale, you take your arms out, turn your palms. Ardha Uttanasana. Outer left knee to outer left hip. And then push into that outer back foot. Press that back leg back. Shift and turn so you're over the center of your left leg. Hold your left wrist. Now, as you come down, outer left knee to outer left hip, releasing the head down. Then you work on straightening the leg. Okay, roll this right buttock around. Lift your abdomen a little and turn more. Fine. Yeah, and shift. So you're over this leg. Yes. No, not your foot. Foot has to go in more. Walk your foot in more, in. That way more. In more. Now shift and turn. Yeah, outer knee level. Inner foot. Yes. Now lay down on that thigh. Yes. Now press strongly into this inner foot. Press into that outer back foot. Yes. Knee has to turn a little towards the rope wall. Turn towards me. Yes. The knee is going there. Yeah. Bring your head to the inner leg. There you go. Good. From your outer hips. From your waist. Now coming up is eyeballs first. So press into your inner front foot, outer back foot from your outer hips and waist. Uncurl your gaze. Then you take your arms out to the side and up. Or forward. I didn't have the space. So did you? Good. And then exhale, lower your arm and turn and step or jump. Good. Okay. Now we'll lie down. Very good. Those are the basic asanas. Okay. And that will create good stability for you. Okay. So When you lie down, come to Tadagi Mudra. Quiz, little pop quiz for you. On your own. So better if you don't have that, Faina. No blanket. Yeah. Unless you take a blanket under your entire body, like Margie, because otherwise it's like, it's not even, right? And you're going to probably need to move a little down towards me, Faina. Move down towards me. Yeah. Okay. What's Tadagi Mudra? Anybody remember? Yes. Yeah. Shavasana? No. There you go. So this one has to go this way. Okay. Okay. And so I think it's better for you to have some support. Yeah. Just use the bolster here. Just use the bolster. It's not, crucial that your arms are all the way down. What's crucial is you don't hurt yourself. Is that okay? You can go wider also. Yeah, that looks better for you, actually. How does that feel? Yeah. This wrist has to go that way too. Yeah, yeah, okay. Draw that down a little and work on that. Okay, 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 all right. Okay, don't go there then. Okay. Now, as you're here, you're getting length in your waist like we've been doing. Now exhale, sink your waist really down, tailbone curls up. Sink your lower front ribs to your lower back ribs. Press your left leg down and inhale, raise your right leg up. Good. Flex the foot, push up through the heel, firm the kneecap. Press the root of the thigh away from you as you pull the toe back towards you and straighten your knee. And extend the front of your left leg and press the back of the left leg down. Yes, Susan. Excellent. Exhale down. Point the right foot so you can get more length on the front and back of the leg. Press the back of the leg down. Press your waist down, lower front ribs down. Inhale, raise your left leg up. Flex the foot. Push up through the heel. And then press the outer left hip and thigh away from you, even as you draw the foot closer. And you can also, in order to get that outer right hip away, you can inject the right leg a little. Yes. So it's that. Yes. And point a little here. Point. Don't, yes. Not so much. Don't harden the toes. Just get length so this can come more down. Yes. That's more where it's at. Okay. Exhale, lower. Point the foot. Press the right leg down. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Sink the waist. Right leg up. Sorry, right leg up. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And then this, relax your toes. Yeah. You waste a lot of effort in your toes. You're not alone. Yeah. This. This. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just lift the heel and open. Yes. Don't do that. Yes. Good. Exhale down. Change leg. Point the right foot. Raise the left leg up. Good. Extend the back of the and front of the right leg and press it down. Roll the outer left hip away. Yep. And as you do that, this right leg will inject. Yes, that much. That much. Yes. Use the strength here to, yes. Exhale down. Good. Now, point the right foot, left foot, press the left leg down, raise the right leg up. And then and sink your waist and ribs, press your back down and inhale, raise your two arms up. You can hold behind the thigh, you can hold on the calf, or you can hold your big toe and then rest your other arm on your leg. Yes, good, and breathe. Two hands on the thigh, unless you're holding the big toe. Yeah, good. And point the left leg, press the left leg down. So this is like your standing leg, right? So don't forget about your standing leg. That's it. Yes. Okay. Okay. And then, yes. Good. And rather than pulling the leg as far as you can, press the leg into your arms, grip your knee and push up through your heel. So you get your leg straight and tuck your chin and draw your shoulders down. Keep your head on the ground. Yes. And sink your waist and ribs down. Front ribs to back ribs. Yes. Good. Okay. Now hold the leg up. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, lower the leg down. Point the foot. Press the back of the leg down. Inhale, raise the left leg up. Sink the waist and ribs first. Really, always motor plan, right? Now inhale, raise your arms up, hold behind the thigh or the toe. Yeah, breathe here. Good. Tuck your chin, shoulders down. Yeah. So organize your torso once you're there. Good. That's it. Here too, instead of pulling the leg close to you, relax your grip a little and roll that outer hip and thigh away from you and push it away, even as you grip the kneecap and lift the heel. Straighten it. Open the back of the knee. Yes. Hold lower. Here. Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. Good. Inhale, take your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your leg down. Good. Breathe. Good. Now, as you're able, again, sink your whole waist and ribs down and take your legs up, straight up, both legs, or one at a time, or with bent knees. Now, go ahead and bend your knees alongside your body, flex your feet, raise your arms up, hold the outsides of the feet with your arms on the insides of your legs. Go to happy baby. Widen your inner thighs and knees. Keep your heels over your knees, feet like they're standing on the ground, and gently pull your knees down. Yeah. So take your arms on the insides of your legs. No, keep your hands where they were. And then take like that. So then you can bend your elbows, and push your knees apart as you pull your legs back. And yeah, like that. And then a little down. Yeah. Good. Here. That's what we do in Thai massage. Bring your arm on the inside of your knee. Yes, even though you're holding the outer foot, get that arm and push the knee out. Push the knee out. Yes. And then you gently pull down that way. Good. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So now from here, you go to like Upavishta. So you widen your legs and you can continue to hold the outsides of the feet, or you can hold the big toes. Yep, that's it. Yes, Faina. Hold the outsides of the feet until your legs are straight. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Tuck your chin a little, Faina. Yes, good. Yes, and also Miriam, tuck your chin a little. Yes, good. That's it. Good. Okay. Now let go of your leg. Keep your legs apart. Extend your arms inside your thighs, palms down. Exhale, sink your waist, lift your head and shoulders up. So it's arms are in the inside of your legs. Nabi Darshanam. That's it. Good. And then inhale, lower your head and shoulders, take your arms all the way over your head. Exhale, bring your legs together. Now sink your lower back down, sink your ribs down, check your chin, and then exhale, sink your ribs and lift your arms up and your head and shoulders up, Nabi Darshanam. Yes, good, that's it. Arms a little lower here, Miriam. Yes. Then you're gonna, from here, you roll up into Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Yeah, good. Everybody's up. Hold it and breathe. And it doesn't have to be an extraordinarily lifted Sarvangasana. It's more like a half one, right? But if it's easy enough, you can go higher. So don't force, okay? Be here and breathe. Lift your legs up. Roll your front thighs in more, Faina. So unpinch your buttocks. Yeah, there you go. Good. That's it. So lift your inner feet and draw the outer feet like that. And that will help with this internal rotation. Good. Good. Okay, when you've had enough, then you slowly lower your legs down towards halasana, behind your head. Slowly, slowly. Keep your hands on your back, and you can shift your hips back towards your elbows, and then you can adjust your hips forward towards your face to get your feet closer to the ground so you can explore. Keep your hands on the back unless your feet come down. Once the feet come down, you can bring the arms down on the ground if you like. Yeah, that's good, Miriam, just like that. Good. Yep. Couple of breaths here. Good, Faina. Stay here and open the backs of your knees more. Come on, lift your knees up. There you go. Good. Beautiful. Okay. Now, when you're ready to come out of this, you're going to come to Nabi Darshanam, right? So you're going to keep with your legs up. So you keep your arms down on the ground. And as you roll down, just let your head lift up as you come down and keep your palms on the ground. Yes. Good. Yes. Good, Faina. Palms down, head comes up as you lower your hips down, Miriam. Head comes up as you lower your hips. Yeah, keep your head up. Good. Now stay there and breathe like this. Now be Darshanam. Straight arms, Miriam. Palms down. Yes. Good. Then you lower your head and shoulders down and press your ribs and lower back down. Extend the front of your legs. And if you're able to, you lower both legs slowly down. Okay, if not, you can lower one leg and the other or do it with bent knees. Tuck your chin, Miriam and Faina. Good. Extend the front of your feet there. Extend the tops of the legs. Firm the kneecaps. Yes. Sink the waist. Good. And that's it. Okay, then it's fish, Matsyasana. Now, if fish is too much, just try this. Just try this. See if this will work. Just lift your chest up like this. Hands more down beside your hips. More down. Okay. Now lift your chest up. Okay. And the more you lift your chest, you may be able to start to take your head back. Then you may be able to walk your elbows a little more down, right? And then maybe your head will lightly touch. The weight is on your arms. Okay. If not, just do what you can. Stay there. Can you walk your elbows closer to your hips? Yes. Lift the chest again. Chest. Use your shoulder blades. Yes. Slowly. Now glide back. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So next time you can do it more elegantly, right? And you can also do it with your arms under your body, but this is fine, just like it is. That's good. 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 Don't point your feet so much, Miriam. Get the backs of your knees down on the mat. Yes. And then let the front of the feet lengthen without hardening the soles. Good. Now press your elbows down, lift your head up, tuck your chin, lower yourself down. Good. Now, Susan, if that was too much, then we'll come up with something else for you. Okay. Yeah, short time is good. You just take, whenever you're ready to come out, that goes for anyone, for everything, you come out. If you need a little lengthening on the neck, you can interlace the fingers and do that. And then lower down. Okay. So before we go to Shavasana, let's do just do one or two sitting things. So extend your arms and legs into Padagi Mudra. Sink your ribs and lower back down. Any amount, curling the tailbone up. Bend your knees up one at a time or both. Hook the feet into Supta Vajrasana. Change the cross. Good. Change the cross again. Arms overhead if you can, Miriam. Padagi Mudra is arms overhead. Yes. Good. Pull the knees apart there, Miriam. Knees down towards the sides of your body. Yes. And knees apart. Yes, both. Good. Okay. And then you're going to take your arms up, swing your legs in, and roll up to sit. Yep. Yes. Good. Okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot. You're supposed to hold here first. I forgot that part. Anyway, it worked good enough, right? You're up. Okay. So sitting cross-legged in any comfortable position, or you can sit in full lotus or half lotus if it's super easy for you. Then we do the forward bend. So you take your arms forward, okay? And then you start to walk forward. If it's easy for you, you hold one wrist, draw the waist back, let your shoulders release and head release down. Called Yoga Mudra, okay? Yeah, if you need hand support, take it. If you need something under your buttocks, take it. Head down, yeah, hold your wrist, draw your waist back. So even though, so as you draw your waist back, your hips roll back a little, then allow them to come forward, keeping the waist back. So you can go into the forward bend. No, keep the, yeah, not your upper back. Don't push your upper back out. Yeah, yeah. So let yourself fall forward into the forward bend. Yes, that's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Margie, that's it. Good. Yes. Now, when you're ready to come up, even if you have your hands on the ground, use your waist. Draw your waist back towards your spine, and then draw yourself back. Yeah, good. You're gonna uncurl. Try to use more waist and less arms, okay? Hands behind you, fingers can be forward or back. I like forward, I think. And then you press down and lift the chest. You can lean back a little, head up. Couple of breaths. Yes, good. Okay, and then come back to neutral. Change the cross of your leg. Okay, and again, you can use the arms. And if you're holding one wrist, change wrist. Yes, good. Yes, head all the way down, Faina. Top of the head will eventually touch the ground. Yes, Miriam. Top of the head, not the chin, not the nose, not the forehead. Yes. Good. Pull the waist in even as you come down. The lower belly to the spine for support. Head down, Faina. Drop the head. Yes. Yes, it's called Yoga Mudra. Okay, now coming up, draw the waist, belly button towards the spine, lower belly sucks in, and that's what pulls you up. Those are your transverse abdominis. So look here for a second. It's like a girdle, right? And below the belly button, especially, you want to draw that in towards the spine, right? And that's what pulls you back up. Okay, use your waist. Good. Hands behind. Once again, head up. Good. Yeah, chest up, head back. And if it's too much head back, don't take the head back. You can walk your hands back. You can turn the way your hands are. Yeah. Fingers forward is generally the best for your shoulders. So it's safest. Okay. And you don't have to go very far. Okay. And then come up. Good. Now go ahead and extend your legs. Now we'll come down and take the arms out to the side, feet and legs together. We'll go right into our YogaAsana twist. So arms, when you take them straight out like a T, a little below the shoulders. Let's do the left leg first. Cross the left leg over the right. As you do that, tuck your right knee in. Cross the left leg high up, and then roll both thighs in. Walk your right foot away, and see if you can tuck your left toes behind your right ankle like Garudasana. Take a breath. Exhale, knees to the right, keeping the left shoulder down. Inhale, you come up. Flat. And exhale again, knees to the right, outer right hip and foot, left shoulder down. And inhale, you roll back to the flat of your foot and your lower back and buttocks. Last time, exhaling, knees to the right, keeping the left shoulder down. Let your head turn to the left. And breathe. Inhale, you lift your knees up, roll to the flat of the back and the sole of the right foot. And uncross. You can adjust your arms and torso and hips. Feet and legs together. Lift your right leg high. Dip your left knee in. Cross your right leg high. Walk your left foot away. Roll both thighs in. Tuck your right foot behind your left ankle if you can. Take a breath. Exhale. Knees to the left. Keeping the right shoulder down. Inhale, you roll back to the flat of your back and the sole of your left foot. Exhale, rolling to the outside edge of your left foot and hip. Keep the right shoulder down. Inhale, you roll back, pull your ribs back. Last time, exhaling, knees to the left, right shoulder down. Let the head release to the right and breathe. Inhale, you lift your legs up, roll to the flat of the back, uncross your legs. And then you'll do whatever you need to do. You can adjust your body. You can hug your knees to chest. You can roll side to side. And then come to Shavasana. And if you like any support, you can take that. It's gone down to 70 again. It's not good. Okay. Okay. You might want to cover up. Heat is not working again, even though he was here this morning claiming heat is working. Okay. Probably the whole problem was the chimney this whole time. Yeah, the chimney's got a sensor that's turning it off. Yeah, because the chimney's clogged. So I'll be back. I'm gonna call my guy. You rest. The floor was getting cold. I walked down. Hands are down. It's 63 degrees. Take a little deeper breath. And allow the breath to move to your whole body, the awareness of the breath, the prana, the life force, the blood, the lymph, the nerves, the skin, the bones. You can wiggle the fingers and toes if you like, and roll the ankles and wrists. And when you're ready, bend your elbows one by one and bring your hands to your upper abdomen or belly button area and observe your breath there. Observe the movement of your abdomen as you breathe. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees up one by one. And if you have a bolster, just bring your feet up on the bolster if you like. And then let your lower back release and your lower belly release. So spread the flesh of the abdomen, let it release on the back body, spread the organs out on the back body. Let your lower back release down towards the mat. Let your ribs release towards the back. And then take one arm over your head unless you have a pillow there, and the other hand on the abdomen, and then roll to that side. And let your hand on the abdomen float to the ground and rest your head on your upper arm. And then when you're ready to come up, you roll towards the ground, let your head hang, pull your waist in, use your arms and belly to pull yourself up, not your back muscles. And then come to sitting. And we'll do our closing chant. You can take any support if you would like. Again, we'll do our chant call together, not call and response today. Take your hands to sternum, prayer position, if you like, you don't have to. Breathe in and out. Lift your heart. Inhale for Om. Om. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a deeper breath, lift your heart, release your head over forward from your base of your neck at the shoulders. Release your hands down, pause for a few breaths, bowing your head to your heart. Lift the heart, center and side body, shoulder blades on the back. With your eyes closed, curl up the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders, ears over the shoulders. Keep your eyes closed and raise your gaze. Move the eyes to the back of your head and drop down again to your tailbone, to your heart center, and expand in the back of your heart, the sides and the front. Come back to that radiant, multifaceted diamond, reflecting and shining brilliantly in all directions, permeating all space, all time. And then let your eyelids gently look open.